What's up, everybody? I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. I am doing a gift request of none other than Joe Skinner. So, Joe, shout out to you. I'm wearing this hat in your honor. And thank you for the gift and even your sense of humor, because you've left a couple of comments that I'm like, oh, Joe's very direct, very serious, but he's got a sense of humor. It's like Larry Bird. But Johnny Paycheck. And this is going to be with Merle Haggard also, because it's off the same album as the prior request, Joe. I can't hold myself in line. All right, so I don't know. Let's see what this one's got. I don't know why that title reminds me of like a Ring of Fire type thing, but I can't hold myself in line. I wonder if she holds him in line or if it just goes off the rails.
Well, if there's any of you old boys out there that don't like being told what to do, you do it your own way anyway, then you sort of regret just a little bit of it. This song Hag wrote about 10 years ago, and it explains itself.
I can relate to some of this. Kind of got a Bakersfield feel.
Hey, I'm going off
The deep end.
I feel that way sometimes.
And I'm slowly losing my mind.
Is that the reason you're drinking?
Well, I don't like me and the way that I'm living, but I can't hold myself in line.
You know, I give nobody no excuses for my drinking.
We never did we?
But my woman is still my best friend.
Boy, you said a mouthful there, Hag.
But if I don't change, I know I'm sure enough gonna lose her.
Yeah.
But I can't hold myself in line.
She's gonna have
That's the way I
to.
feel about it. Let's sit back and listen to Roy Nichols and see what he says about it.
What it's about? Is that your sax player?
Oh, that's Brother Don.
Yeah.
Brother Jimmy Murphy and Norman Hamlet on twin steel guitar.
All right.
Twin steel. What an instrument.
Yeah, but I'm going off the deep end. I'm slowly losing my mind.
Yeah, and we don't like the way that we live in Hague, 'cause we can't hold ourselves in line. Lord, we can't hold ourselves in line. I guess we can't hold ourselves in line.
Either of them.
I'm full speed ahead, and what are you doing, son?
I'm right behind you.
Down the wrong road of life.
This reminds me, my buddies and I used to keep each other in line a bit. Every so often we wouldn't, though. And we knew there was trouble going to happen that evening on some level, that like we would both have the F it type attitude. And I'm like, and I had one party buddy in particular that he and I, when we were both in that zone, lack of a zone, the stuff that we would do was just absolutely unbelievable. But there were other times, most of the time, one of us would check the other one or just check what we were going to get into and like, dude, let's not. And the other one would listen. But when neither of us said, let's not, oh my God.
Yeah, 'cause we can't hold ourselves in line.
Really not trying too hard.
Oh, we can't hold ourselves in line. Wrong road, huh? We like it, though, don't we?
That's Roy ain't on the wrong road. Listen.
He's on the wrong road. He's just on the other side. Yeah. Tell him we're gone, Hank.
We're gone.
Yeah, it's fun. There's a lot going on in that song musically, instrumentally. It starts out very simple. The bass line is as simple and the drums simple as could be. But, you know, they brought in, as they mentioned it, while there was a sax, there was a double steel. This is very artistic, borderline ballsy, that you could sing a song about not being able to hold yourself in line, drinking too much, you're going to lose your woman, but it still have a feel of like Bob Dylan's Everybody Must Get Stoned, like this happy feeling, even though you know it's dead wrong. It's and Johnny Merle would feed off one another just like that. You know that much. I mean, outlaw country. Think about outlaw country. I mean, it's going to be like this. Yeah, and I like their repertoire, you know, how they go back and forth, the repartee, how they go back and forth. I like how they pull that off. It's, you know, familiarity, it's mutual admiration, mutual artistry, and it's just fun when people collaborate like this, it's not a forced mix. You're like, all right, well, one sings and makes fun of the other, or makes fun of himself, and the other one goes along with it or whatever. You're like, it matches perfectly because they're both crazy in their own right, you know, back in the day, as we know. But, all right, so, I mean, two icons. God, do I even want to rate that? There are some times where I just don't, out of respect, and I respect all the artists I do, but I mean, it is for entertainment. But all right, I'll give this a rating. The creativity factor of they never said I got it together. It first started like I can't hold myself in line, then it got to we can't hold ourselves in line, which is like degrees exponentially worse. All right, as a song, as an experience, as a fun thing, the number that popped into my head is an 8.9. It's almost a 9. And I know it's Merle and Johnny. It was a really simple song with a really simple premise. And it could have been developed a little bit more if they wanted to really like go lyrically into it. And maybe in other concerts they did. Maybe they really did add lines, because that's one of the things about songwriting is that in concert the songs are sometimes different than what the studio version is. Not just because instrumentally and you know, you can't control it. You know, studio music is always engineered differently, and the sound is better on studio albums or albums that are recorded in the studio. Even if there's a live audience, they're better. But in concert, you could do more with a song like this. Like, you know, One Bourbon, One Scotch, and One Beer by George Thorogood. He would add lines. Sometimes he was so hammered he'd forget lines in it too, but he would add different lines here and there. Or he would say, you know, bringing up different things that were not in the studio version. So 8.9 we have. So Joe, thank you again, my friend, for the request and for your sincerity, your straight shooting, and then your occasional sense of humor. There was a song I saw a comment that you made in there. It had to do with women and something, I don't know. And I'm like, oh, that's funny. I think it was like 3 words you said, but I'm like, oh, that's funny. So there you go. Okay, folks, have a great day. See you on another video. Thank Joe for that, and keep rocking the country.